Christmas outfit after I make the lasagna, but first, I already heated the oven up. Goes 45 minutes. I washed my hands too. I'm gonna make the ricotta cheese in that red bowl. But this is done because it'll finish cooking after I turn it off. So, and it's gonna go in the oven 350 for 45 minutes. So I didn't want to put a whole bunch of ham in there. The cheese. Ooh, ooh. So we're gonna just put this right here. So I will have no idea. So sorry in advance, and you want to know that I cannot see. Let's see, I think that might work. I'll move this. Cool. I think that's gonna work. Nice. Alright, alright. So, I don't like to dirty a lot of dishes. So, we're not gonna dirty a lot of dishes with this whole shebang here. So, we're gonna try to use a minimal amount of dishes. So, there's that. Alright. So, no wasting. No wasting. Okay. Now, I'm gonna light this up. And the rest that I have is pre-cooked seafood. One is mini shrimp and one is lump crab meat. And then I have scallops that have to be sauteed before they go into the lasagna. So, then I didn't even have salt and pepper. I didn't even have Italian seasonings, but man, groceries have, I understand what people are complaining about now. I had to buy salt and pepper and I had to buy Italian seasoning because I had nothing. So, we're gonna make the ricotta cheese real quick, fast. There's one. And this one is the part skim. Who cares? They only had one of each. And then here is feta. So I'm gonna crumble that up and put it in there because it gives it a tang. This is gonna be the seafood one, I think. Because the meat one, I'm gonna put the feta in with the beef. Okay, so there's all this, yada yada yada, ratatouille. We're in a hurry. It's okay, I can get pretty quick. Gonna have a cute Santa suit that I'm gonna wear. So, okay, here we go. All right, now I just kind of crumble the feta up in there. And then I'm gonna put a whole bunch of Italian seasonings in there. Nancy would just put oregano, but oh man, that's hard to mix, so you know what comes next. Italian seasonings. So I think that there's a lot of salt in the ricotta cheese and in the mozzarella cheese and in the feta. So just pepper on that go round. And of course you need little eggs. 1, 2, and nobody document this because I pretend like I can't cook. Okay, take the egg and mush it down in there so that you can kind of mix it better, and then when it bakes, it will be delish. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, come on. I'm not making a cake here. Just get the egg in there. There, good. There, done. Okay. And then you have your disposable pans ready to go. So, I'm making one gluten-free seafood lasagna and one regular, sorry, and the pan's making noise. And one, regular lasagna. Plain up, but with feta. Just a little extra. Because it was on sale. And you can put anything in lasagna. But I'm trying to make one kind of traditional one. And one gluten-free seafood. So, I like to rinse these out. That's disgusting. And, I'm not going to go crazy and wash them like I want to, but they're fine. And so here we go. This one's going to be the gluten. No, it's going to be the regular because I don't know where the gluten-free noodles are right now. Here they are. Still, we're going to go regular on this for some reason. Oh, I know why. Okay, because the beef is ready to go. So before we even start, I like a lot of sauce. So we have a gigantic jar of sauce. Put that in there. Perfect. And then you're gonna spread it around nicely. Alright, stick that there. Okay, and then put your lasagna noodles. See if we go this way. This way. There. I guess we could spread it out. I don't know. I like when it overlaps. Really. So it stays all together. Just overlap it. Get dirty. Making Nancy proud. Making Nancy proud. Alright, so there's that. There's that. Okay, so then I'm taking the hamburgers and I'm going to spread it around in there. I'm going to drain it. Who cares? It's not that fatty and it'll be delicious. So, and I didn't put that much hamburger, so it's going to get soaked up from the feta. Anyway, because I'm going to take a whole thing of feta. I'm going to put it right on top of there. Just like so. Crumble it. Crumble it. Crumble it. Oh yeah, this is going to be delicious. Don't even get me started. So I made some failure lasagna, so I have to make up for it. Because I was trying to just make it with gluten-free and also in an oven that didn't get like that hot. Or I didn't know how to work the oven. Let's just say I didn't know how to work the oven. So there's that. There's that. There's the meat. The feta. Then we're gonna just rinse our hands off real quick. I rinse my hands off a lot because I like to get into my work with the cooking. Alright, so there's that, and then we're gonna do, I don't think we're gonna do sauce in there, because, the cheese has fat, and I left some meat in there. Yeah. We'll put plenty of sauce on top, okay? Now I'm feeling like I should put sauce in here. Jeez Louise. Okay, fine. It's okay to change your mind and stop yourself from doing something stupid. Alright, let's put some sauce in there. Ba-ba-bum. Okay. That's probably going to be delicious. We'll see after it bakes. Ratatouille. gooey ooey. Good. Okay, so now we've got more noodles overlapping. This, and then we have to start the gluten-free one because I need the bowl to mix the regatta because I'm not putting the feta regatta. Ooh, look at that one. Perfecto. How nice was that? And that'll be for the top. And there's another half of pieces in there. Perfect. So this is going to be regatta cheese once we get it mixed. I guess I could use a different bowl. I hate to dirty another bowl. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. Just want another lasagna noodle. Sweet. All right, I'm just cleaning up real quick over here, putting all the stuff in the garbage I'm done using. And I think what I can go ahead and do, which is wasteful, but no, I know this. We're gonna go ahead and start the, hey, don't mind my ADHD, okay? This is creamy basil Alfredo. So that's gonna be delicious with obviously seafood. So, boom, that's going there. I hear the oven clicking because it's ready to go. You know, oven that's been heated for a while. I don't know, I think it's better. All right, I keep wiping my hands off because I've already put the food on. All right, there's that. Spread it around. Now this is gluten-free. So we have the gluten-free noodles right here. Oven ready gluten-free noodles. And we're gonna go just like this. Can't say like that. 1, 2, 3. Oops, ratatouille. No. But actually, that works perfect. And that can go there. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, so that's ready for the seafood. That is not ready yet, but that's okay. It's almost ready. What we need. I might not be able to put the shrimp in it if I don't have a can opener. I think I do. Oh yeah, I have crab meat, all this other cheese, all this stuff. Holy moly. These are gonna be great. So now we're gonna do this claw crab meat. Drain it out. Holy crap, there's no juice in there. It's all meat. Wow, delish. All right, so dump that in there. Spread it around. Perfect, see? And then we'll just get all this out of the way. Oh my God. That smells so good. Holy crap. My God, if I don't make it there for sunset, it'll be worth it. Oh, I hope I can open the little baby shrimps. Let me look and see if I have a can opener. I don't have anything in the kitchen because I had to handle some stuff before I did any food here. So if we come across it, then, you know, maybe we can put it in the top layer. But for now, it's just going to be the crab meat and the scallops and the imitation crab meat. So I'll put the imitation crab meat in there now. I mean, that's enough, honestly. So I'll use the tiny shrimp for something else. Open this up. fixing the crab meat. Shoot, and scallops. My goodness. Come on now. I hope you can see okay. Oh, did it fall? Just go up a little. There. We are not a cooking channel. It's just the holidays, man. So, like, once a year I cook. So that's what you get to see. Because some good stuff, man. So this is the seafood. It's gonna get the part skim ricotta cheese with the feta mixed in with it. I put the feta on top of the beef that I put in the regular traditional lasagna-ish. Traditional-ish lasagna. This is representing lobster because you can't afford lobster. You can't even afford what I'm doing, but it's Christmas and I'm not gonna, I just want to do this. Okay, so there's that. And we're gonna have to cook the scallops real quick. So, let's cook the scallops real quick. And they're right here. Somewhere. Yeah. They're frozen, but it's better than being, you know, rotten or something. They'll cook so quick. It's perfect. They'll be perfect. So far, I've got one bowl, one fork, one knife, and one pan, one small pan. 2 gigantic lasagnas. I'm not trying to dirty the whole kitchen up. So, now I got everything I've used so far thrown away. I'm going to start adding cheeses to the layers. Especially this one. So, this one I'm going to take some milk and put it into the rest of this basil stuff. Marilla. And then I'm going to shake it up. Did you get the sauce out there? And I'm going to put some Italian seasonings on some scallops because that's the only thing I have. So, okay, and then because we don't want the seafood to be dry while we're waiting for the scallops to cook, because they're quick, I'm just gonna pour that milky rest of that sauce on there, and I'm gonna put some butter in the scallops and salt and pepper. So there's that. There's another garbage pan. And this finely shredded mozzarella. Down so that the buttery scallops melt that. nobody's going to care that that's gluten-free. Wow. Alright. So, alright, so here goes the scallops. You gotta put some butter in there. It's gonna start to get hot. Butter. There's that. I'm pretty sure PBS. Oh, lick. But I'm gonna. So. They cook quick. I want them to get a little braised, so I'm going to take this liquid out of here. But I'm going to save it for the end. Save it. Because it's going to be delish. Alright, now that looks good. What is that? Piece of crab meat? Don't worry, nobody's allergic. Both are going in at the same time, so they'll bake together with aluminum foil on top. God forbid I don't have aluminum foil, but I'm going to have to put them in without aluminum foil at first, and then go find the aluminum foil. I literally didn't keep, I had nothing in this kitchen. Just starting to bring things in the kitchen. So, it's kind of exciting moment for me. We're looking almost done. I hear a car door. Could it be Johnny? Or maybe it's the neighbors. Unexpected visitor? My nose isn't itchy. Alright, we're getting there. They're looking good. Oh, they're going to melt that Parmesan cheese nicely. So, They were frozen, so I'm going to cook them a little extra and make sure. I mean, what's the harm? No harm, no foul. I just would like a little slight caramelization to it. I know, I hear someone too, Pinky. But he wouldn't come here because he knows I have presents to wrap. Thank goodness. They're like, to me, they like split when they're done. I'm still cooking. I wish I had a lid, but even if I did, I do. I don't want to dirty it. It's fine. Alright. Okay. Looking tasty. I don't know if you can see it out in your way. The scallops, they're just about done. I'm going to try to let them brown a little more. Because, you know, scallops could be nice and done. A little browning. For the seafood lasagna. So that's the seafood lasagna right there. And there is the traditional meat lasagna, but it's got feta cheese mixed in with the meat. So they both are gonna have feta, because I like feta. I'd rather put feta cheese in than a bunch of salt. Feta is nice and salty. Oh yeah, look at that. Those look good, don't they? Almost done. Alright, so now that that's done, definitely turn that off. I want to be able to put that lasagna down here, but it's really hot, so probably not. I'm going to sprinkle these all over this Parmesan cheese that's on top of lump crab meat and fake lobster. Then the scallops are going in there. You know, make sure you spread them out. So all the bites have all the things like lasagna is known for. Alright, so I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna set this guy right on top of this guy. No harm, no foul. That's all the seafood with the cheeses and stuff. And then I have this juice. I'm gonna put it back in here. Let it cook a little more. I forgot about that. Oh, that's another bowl. Chew that, chew that. And then get more of the gluten-free noodles. And so you can't, I don't think you can see this, but I'm just taking that juice from the scallops and the one scallop that was left and kind of cooking that up. So it's just not getting anything weird in it, but taste and flavor. And then I'm gonna just because you know, gluten-free noodles, lasagna noodles need a little bit more. So, and then we have these guys here, 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 and here, here. Yep, this was definitely just what I needed to do, for sure. All right, so there's that. All right, and then we're gonna put the regatta cheese on top here. Oh my goodness, this thing is gonna be full. So we can make the other regatta cheese for the regular lasagna. And they'll have, that one will have a little more regatta, which is fine. Because this one's a little more full too than the meat lasagna. And spread it on out. Nice and good there. And then I'm gonna put the final top of the gluten-free noodles on top. And then a final thing of white sauce on top of that. So these are very full packed to the gilt lasagnas. All right, so we're gonna go with the gluten-free ready to bake lasagna. It's a different brand, but it's all good. Okay, and I'll have to find the aluminum foil because I believe it's in my car, which is weird, but either way, it'll be fine. I'm gonna cut that off so I can get that covered with the sauce. Okay, we'll go ahead and pop that one in because it's ready to go. Nice and covered. Oops. Nice and covered, so it won't burn. It won't like mess up the noodles and dry it all out. I'll get the aluminum foil on it in plenty of time. So now we just have to make the other cheese right here with no feta cheese in it. Just regular. All right, what's my time on that? What is my time on that? I'm almost done with both of them. Eggs. 1, 2. All right, so also I do need to start the timer for 45 minutes on the seafood one. 1 egg, 2 eggs, all the stuff in the garbage. No mess, no fuss, everything put away. All right, whatever, there's that. Oops, we have some of this mozzarella cheese we're gonna mix in to the traditional because it doesn't have the feta. And both of them are going to have Parmesan for the top. So we just need the Italian seasoning here. And This will be easier to mix because no feta. And outside of the fork was a little warm when I picked it up, but just mix it up. Doesn't take long. You don't have to be crazy with it. Just get it all together. And then I always put the salt and pepper on the top of it because I forgot to put it in. And I don't think I'll put salt, just pepper. So there's a lot of salt in these cheeses. So, plus a little of the feta got left behind. So that'll taste like just a bit of extra saltiness. Boom, boom. I like making lasagna, especially when it turns out good. This one will, because it's regular. It's not gluten-free. So, this one's for other people, not me. Easy peasy. Get her done. No problems. No mess, no fuss. I'll go back live whenever I'm taking them out of the oven. How about that? Because I do, after 45 minutes, I will if I could talk, after I will take them out, and I will like put Parmesan cheese and put them back in the oven to broil until the Parmesan cheese like almost burns or burns. Better than not burning, because like it needs to have some color to it. So here we are with all of these overlapping very nicely. That's how I like it. And then stick this guy here. These can go here. That's good. Oh, more pieces. He wants to join the party. Any little triangles? Right there. Okay. And now we're going to take the rest of the red sauce, pour it all over the top of this to keep it moist since I cannot find the aluminum foil. And then it's no big deal. When I find aluminum foil, I'll just put it on top. But for now, that way, hopefully it won't get too dried out while I'm looking for that. That's the only thing I didn't have. So I'm fine with that. I'm sure it's not. Kind of lift it up like this until I get it all wrapped up with aluminum foil. Or I'll pull it back out of the oven. We can kind of shimmy everything down in there. And then where's my there's one of the Parmesans there. I'll put it in the fridge. I might have only got one. And if that's the case, we're in trouble. Now, I have another cheese somewhere in here. I'll find it. If not, there is plenty of cheese in here. Oops. Keep pushing the wrong one. All right, so the seafood one's been in about 10 minutes. And we're going to put the traditional one in next to it. I'll let you see what they look like. If any of them. Right there. Now going in. So 45 minutes. I'll just start the timer now. I'm going to charge my phone. I'm going to clean up all this mess. And I'm going to find the aluminum foil to top those with. And we'll see what they end up looking like.